Hello. Well, hello. I'm Claire Petulengro. I've been page hopping because it's Pick Me Up Thursday, so I had a lot of work to do. I think of myself like Father Christmas on a Thursday night when you've got to go and make sure that everyone that you go to knows that you love them, that you care, and to give all the support and the rewards that you can. So, welcome to my page. If you are watching my page for the first time, my name is Claire Petulengro. I'm a Romany Gypsy clairvoyant, astrologer, tarot card reader, palm reader, and you can book all of those services privately with me if you'd like to as well. Say hello. I'm just going to find a banner. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. There you go. We'll put that one up for now, and let's go then and see who's joining me tonight. I've got people that have come over. You're page hopping with me. Margaret Charlton, how are you? I'm very, very well tonight. Thank you very much. Next, Bridget Eileen, hello. Eileen Bathgate, Claire Roy, gorgeous one. Nicola, how are you, lovely? Vicky Glinda, Withergy, Douthwaite. That sounds so posh. Are you posh? Because if you're not posh, people are going to be like, oh, she sounds really posh. Let's have a look. Belinda, everybody is out there. So there are some aspects going on. Let's look at the aspects first of all, shall we? Today we have Venus meeting Scorpio opposite to Uranus in Taurus. And it makes for a really intense feeling today and anxiety as well. I was saying on my other page, anxiety can be a good thing or a bad thing. It is what you make it. As I always say, life is what you make it, guys. So make yours count. Has your day gone very, very quick or very, very slow today? Mine went super quick, even though I was awake at 5 o'clock this morning working. And lots of people have said, oh, either really dragged, oh my God, where did the day go? That's all to do with the planetary lineup at the moment. Margaret's been doing some acrylic painting of pictures. That sounds absolutely incredible. SJ Hall, hello, how are you? Of course, Mercury turns retrograde, doesn't it, on Sunday? And that's going to really put a spanner in the works. But it's not really, because when Mercury turns retrograde, lots of astrologers say, oh my God, yes, your phone might break. Yes, things might glitch, but it gives us a chance to look at how we can do things a different way. Sometimes we can get stuck, can't we, into doing things a set way. And then before we know it, we're still doing things that same set way. And sometimes it can be time to change things up a gear. So I'm here tonight to change your life up a gear as well. The day's gone super quick for Jasmine. Nix says, slow up late last night. My mind is always on because I'm an Aquarian. Emma likes my hairband. Thank you very much. Secondhand shop. My crazy Leo from Dumfries in Scotland. What have you all had for dinner then? Please excuse me. Don't judge me. I never, ever, ever, ever do this. I do have a can of Coke. There are other brands available. But you know when you've been talking loads and you need something to fizz the back of your throat. So excuse me one moment. One more. And I have got a coffee. And I have got the Claire Petulengro crystal-filled water bottle, of course, which is what I use all the time. I feel like the Truman Show then. Hi, how are you? Oh, have you heard of the Claire Petulengro crystal-filled water bottle? I'm wearing some new jewelry as well. Fish cakes, mash, and spaghetti hoops. That sounds like comfort food. Domino's pizza, and I'm stuffed. What was on it? I'd have to have the spicy hot one, American hot, with extra chilies. I'm wearing a new chakra bracelet. Do you like it? With a matching chakra necklace as well. Well, I'll be bouncing off the walls. One more. Hold on. And linguine. Oh, Claire Roy. So Italian, so posh. Bella. What else are you all eating? I've got our dinner in the oven. We have got macaroni cheese topped with breadcrumbs and some onions as well, with a nice Caesar salad without the chicken. Oh, chicken fried rice and curry sauce. I love talking about food. It's a gypsy thing. You talk to any gypsy and they're obsessed with cooking. And I think it goes back to the time that my ancestors didn't have any money. And so they spent the whole day talking about what they were going to eat, preparing it, and enjoying it as well. And as I've said before, I wake my children up asking them what they want for dinner. Barbecue chicken, and the other was pepperoni. Chicken supreme. I don't think I've had that for years. Is that homemade? You're gonna have to put some recipes up for me, guys. What did I make for the? It's in the oven. Yep, homemade macaroni cheese with onions and breadcrumbs on the top, and a nice Caesar salad as well. Very nice. But I did sneak out today. I was taken out by my two girlfriends from school, and they took me for a cheeky Nando's. And I did. I had a chicken burger, a massive one, with those peri peri fries, which was very, very nice. Which is why I don't mind waiting to eat till late. And before I head on to some readings, I'm going camping on Saturday. Do you have any advice for me? Because yes, sleeping in a Vardo, a wagon, is different, but camping. It's Gemma from Winging It, Singing It from Lengro magazine's 40th birthday on Saturday. So there are loads of us, and she's having a silent disco with lots of face gems. And I'll try and go live before I have a drink and pop on and say hello to you all as well. Lewis is there. Lewis, come back in the private members club. I've just had Mexican food. That's one of my favorites. Getting ready for work, a little hungover. Get your amethyst in your pocket. That will stop the hangover. But great to see your friends last night. A mosquito net hammock. Am I going to get bitten? Oh, no. My lemon oil. Plenty of that. I'm burning green lemon at the moment. Take loo roll. Okay. You're not selling the camping thing to me at the moment. What else do I need? Oh, let's have a little look. Okay. We will do some readings. Don't you worry about it, guys. One more sip of Coke. It's both. I was in my private members club and we were talking about ascendants. If you're not a private member, don't forget you can still join. It's a private community of like-minded people where we talk about all things esoteric, our day-to-day life problems, and love and uplift each other as well. So I considered why I couldn't get in, says Lewis. The payment thing on the email has confused me. I'm not the brightest tool in the box. Lewis, just message me and I will send you a link. And it's got a lot easier now as well. Now, I've just been on Derek Akora's page, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit tonight. I'm going to do some readings. Don't forget, what you can do for me is like, follow, and share my page. But more importantly, go and invite your friends to like my page. Maybe cut and paste my address and ask them to do it. But you can do it if you go to the top and then share it as well, or invite people. You've got to press invite. So there you go. Let's have a look. Take a brolly camping. I checked, it's not supposed to rain. Okay, let's have a little look. So anyway, I've just come from Derek's page and I wanted to talk about your mental health as well as what the cards say for you, because as we ease into autumn, and I think it's been quite a sudden shock for most of us, hasn't it? It seems that we're all more worried about entering winter now that we've entered autumn, rather than enjoying watching the leaves fall. The autumn leaves, my mother's favorite song she used to sing. And I want to take away that anxiety, that anticipation of things going dark again, and teach you all how to be brighter, happier souls as well. So comment your star sign, please. And also let me know where you are in the world, please. I'm coming to Natalie Murphy. Oh, I like that. That's a really good look. I'm going to do that. I've got a photo shoot next week for new photographs, stock photographs, and I'm going to do that one. You look gorgeous. You really do. Let me concentrate. I'm going to get the advice that I've written for mental health with you all in mind as well, so I can help you out. What do we know about you, though, Natalie? We know for all Leos, if you're watching as well, that you are proud, you are dignified, you are sensitive, you're generous, you're warm-hearted, you're proud, and you're fun-loving. But your pride can be a problem at times, can't it? You asked me about an ex. So this comes with mixed feelings, this card, because we do love the Emperor card. So this man, at one point in your life, Natalie, you were fully committed to him. And when we fully commit to somebody and then the relationship breaks up, we're left with those feelings, and you'll be left with those feelings. Was it me? What did I do wrong? Can I have a great relationship again? And I know from drawing this card that it wasn't you, it was him. He was selfish and he was pig-headed. And I do feel that for you to go back would be going back to a controller. What we have here is you earning your own money. Can I ask, did he give you some sense of security, in the sense that did he pay for certain things when he was with you? Because I think he lulled you into a false sense of security. And I think, see, this is a Coca-Cola talking. I think the man's an arse, is what I think. And I think that you are pure femininity. And I think that when he does contact you again, it's for his own needs. Call it a booty call, if you like, or call it filling in some missing gaps when he's got time. And I think that you need to go forward with pride like the lion and show him how wonderful you are. So in actual fact, rather than getting back to him, what I would like to say to you is you can say, sorry, I'm up here now and you're down there. Feeling in a really blunt mood tonight, can you tell? That's what I think you should do, Natalie. Thank God you're saying LOL. I used to think that meant lots of love. Laughing out loud. Yeah, you were too good for him, which is why he kept you in that pecking order. Why don't you go and find a man that when he gives you things emotionally, materially, that he means it and he doesn't want something back or doesn't want to use it against you? I'm afraid that that man is also a womanizer. Did you know that? Did he have somebody else on the go at the very end of your relationship? Because that's one thing a Leo can't deal with, is unfaithfulness as well. Is that okay, Natalie, for me to be that blunt? Okay, so take his number out of your phone. Best thing you can do probably is block it, then take it out. That's a really good idea. Let's go on. Where are you in the world? What's your star sign? Do you have a question, or would you like me just to turn a card? Let's go for a Kelly Henry. Hello, Kelly. Sagittarius from Brighton. That's where I am right now. Let's pick a card for you and let's have a little look as well. Can I just say as well, for the Leo that I just did, and I'm sorry, but I'm just going to go on to what I wrote earlier because I want to talk about mental health at the moment. That was really, really important to me. I give you guys some support. You Leos, have a little look. You Leos are very proud of yourself. I think that the Leos, they sometimes acquire too much clutter. And I think that attracting clutter can make us forget the simple things in life. So for the lady I just gave a reading to, and also for all of you Leos out there, to move into autumn, the best thing that you can do is declutter the house, get rid of all the clothes that you say you'll wear again one day, simplify your life. And also, I think for Leos, it's a time to sort through what's happened and categorize what happened so you can live with it. And it's also about creating new things mentally as well. So having new aspirations. But Kelly, I'm going to shuffle the cards for you now. So Sagittarians are very ambitious, but sometimes they burn themselves out. And I do feel that where Sagittarians are concerned, a big mistake can be working with the family and working with close ones. You need to keep business and work separate is really, really important. You've had quite a couple of years, Kelly, and 3 years ago, this is where I pick up my crystal ball. 3 years ago, Kelly, where you were in your life, you thought things would have panned out different from where they are now. Don't be disappointed, because life for everybody on this planet changed in the last 3 years. And although other people don't know that you're not completely happy with the situation you're in, I feel that there's something stirring in you about what other avenues you could have gone down, what other choices you could now make. But the courage isn't there to say all of this out loud. So perhaps it comes out when you're tired or you're not in a great mood. So be careful when Mercury turns retrograde on Sunday, because you're likely to spurt out things to those you've been unhappy with, and they'll think, where the hell did that come from? Now, the cards that I've got here show that where work was concerned, things aren't going to go too well. Not for you, but for people that you are working for. So there seems to be some issues around work. So what you do at work and how you work at work would be subject to change, where you might not be as happy in your job duties as you were. So the first shift that you can do is own your career. Kelly, you should be having your own business. You should be doing your own things, because when things are given to you, you don't appreciate it. You don't feel that you've earned it, but you pretend that everything's okay. The King of Swords shows that where a relationship is concerned, a man in your life can do really, really well in the future. Moving on 5 years' time from now, the man in your life here, the King of Swords, it says to me he's going to do amazingly well, but he has to have belief in you. And I feel not that you put this man down, but that you've got the kind of relationship where you spar a little bit. And my feeling is make that person your best friend again. And if you've got any anxiety or any stress, then find out what needs fixing. Because I think, Kelly, that any problems you're having at the moment, any worries you've got, anything you think is unbalanced in your life is so easily fixed. And you can do it. Because you like to ask other people for things, but then you take control of it yourself. So people end up confused, like, whoa, okay, Let's look at your mental health, shall we? And the mental health as well for all Sagittarians. A really important thing for Sagittarians, guys, is exercise. If a Sagittarian doesn't do some form of exercise, and I've known a lot of Sagittarians who use physical relationships, sex, as their exercise, but I mean, there's not enough of that. Go for a run around the park, but you need to get that physical exertion out, just like the sign of the archer that you are. So like walking even until you can walk no more. You like a change of scenery as well. So you'd get bored. You're a bit of a gypsy. So you'd get bored if you're limited with things. I think it's a good time for, I don't know, you could change a color scheme in your house, change things up. But the problem that Sagittarians would have at the moment is thinking a problem lies where the problem doesn't lay. And so don't mistake things that you need to change because you're trying to change anything, because you're not dealing with the core. So the stomach, I'm also feeling for you, Kelly, as well. I don't know whether there's been a loss or there was a loss a long time ago, but sometimes you can feel empty in your stomach, even if you're full or you've eaten. So there's some missing pieces. And your life, Kelly, is so easily fixed as well. I think you're a fantastic, vibrant personality who lights up a room just when you walk in it as well. And your sense of humor is very dry as well, isn't it? Like slightly dark and twisted at times. And that's how you laugh at yourself as well. Believe in you, because I think sometimes, Kelly, your humor is almost a screen for when you're not feeling great about yourself as well. That's for you, Kelly. Let's go on to somebody else, and I'll have some coffee now instead, if that's all right. I've got something called von Willebrand's disease, which means I've got really thin blood. So if I have anything to drink, it goes around my body quicker. So let's go for some caffeine instead of the loads of caffeine in the Coke. Okay, keep commenting. You can still tell me what you're having for dinner tonight as well, if you like. Okay. Let's go for Jules Parker. Jules Parker is a Gemini and she's in Liverpool. That means you're close to the cavern. I've been up to see Gwen Akora in Liverpool as well. And a friend of mine owns a hairdresser's in the David Lloyd's called Saks up there as well. And I've been promised free beauty treatments. So I must go up there again. Love it. Jules Parker, for you, I have drawn the Ace of Cups. It's fresh beginnings for you, but it means not going back to the past. I think in many ways, Jules, for you, if you did go back to the past, it would be like being in the past again. And I think for you, you need fresh things. The thing about a Gemini is Geminis have this thing where they always think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So even if they've made the right decision, a Gemini will always wonder, what if? I've drawn the Knight of Wands for you. And Knights represent celebrations, old friends coming back into your life. But just because some people should come back into your life doesn't mean others should as well. So know who you want to let back into your life as well. There's a lot of money going out of your life this year. But it's not for debts, it's not for wastage, it's all investing in something that you'll want to set up as well. I'm also feeling there's a dog in that picture. I also feel another animal coming into your life within the next year as well. Not by accident, but kind of almost like accident. It being a very quick decision. And I feel that's the beginning of when finances start to build up to where they're supposed to go. So you've got some timing there that's linked to an animal as well. Let me look at the mental health, can I, for all of you Geminis, if that's okay. So for you Geminis, one of the mental health issues for you would be in lockdown as well, when you couldn't see your friends and you were forced to deal with your own thoughts, because a Gemini left to deal with their own thoughts can often imagine things that aren't true. Now that life is sort of resumed at the moment, it's a good time to make sure you get back all of the friends that your sign has clearly made from over the years. You're great at connecting with others, and I think you don't really know who you're going to meet along the way at the moment if you're a Gemini. So for you Geminis, for your mental health, be brave, be bold, and grab opportunities that come your way. And then your life will sparkle like a sparkler on the 5th of November. That's what it will do. Let's have a little look. So are you ready for Mercury retrograde? And did anything odd happen to you guys with the full moon this week as well? Do let me know. It was a full moon in the dreamy sign of Pisces, wasn't it? Let's go to... Let's have a look. Who am I going to go for? Let's go for a guy, because I haven't done a gentleman tonight, have I? So thank you. Please do come to Liverpool. Thank you so much. I've been a fan of yours since a teenager. I can't tell how happy you've just made me. Jules, it's my absolute pleasure. Thank you. You make me feel old. I don't mind being old. The older and uglier I get, the more I look the part, won't I? That's what I always claim anyway. And Jules, you'd love my book, Love Stars. It's my favourite book that I've written. You can buy it on my website too. Hello, David Thomas. You don't seem to have a question, so I'm just going to go wild and see what my cards say for you, if that's okay. And I will be up in Liverpool as well, Jules, so keep an eye on my page and I'll make an announcement. Now, David Torrance, for you, I feel where your life... Ooh, my key rack just fell down. Mercury retrograde starting already, and it's not even Sunday. Whew. Where life is concerned for you, you've always had two choices along everything that you've been doing. And so for you, no, you're not the sign like the Gemini who always thinks of the other choice, but it always seems that decisions have been hard for you to make. You've had to make decisions with a heavy heart. And the thing is, David, you're a good guy. So sometimes you've done things for pleasing other people's emotions rather than what's right for you. Now, this card here, the Two of Pentacles, when I designed this card, artwork by the gorgeous Laura Ann Renwick, we chatted about it, and I was of the belief that this card has a lot to do with the saying that give a man a fish and he eats for a day, teach a man to fish and he eats for a lifetime. Where your finances are concerned, going forward, earning money, you have to do a job that you know you can stick to for the long term that you enjoy doing. It has to be a trade rather than a job. But at the moment, I've drawn the Nine of Wands for you. Nines represent a time of contemplation, also reevaluating what we have, where you've been, where you're going, and it's a card of responsibility. So for you, I don't think things have been happening quick enough for you at the moment. And my feeling for you, darling, is that you need to talk to those that you love, because they've got an idea of what you should be doing. And by getting all of your heads together, you'll know what needs to start transpiring. And it won't be a quick journey, but you're going to start to mold yourself into who David is. Excuse me. I think, David, for you, you will find riches by not working towards riches, but by working towards your goals as well. I also see a home for you in the future that you'll have to do an awful lot of work in, but it will be a labor of love and take a long time. That's not a problem. You can do it, and you've got to believe in you. Someone is going to have a health problem that will take an awful lot of work. Not pain, but an awful lot of hard work to get through. So painful in the sense of, yeah, working through a health issue. They'll get through it, but it's a lengthy process. If you stay positive, they'll fight as well. But don't feel sorry for this person, okay? They don't want pity. There you go. That is for you, David. Louise Lupilou, yes, I did indeed get myself a coffee and a very sweet one again as well. So I want to look at the mental health for you Aries as well. David, all of you Aries out there, you don't like being cooped up when the urge to run hits. And sometimes there's nothing worse, is there, when we want to run and we can't. So lockdown for you Aries must have been pretty damn hard. I think that you need to start searching for things you can do. So Aries mental health, instead of focusing on what you can't do, Aries need to focus on what is possible rather than what isn't to get their mental health balanced and in order again as well. Okay, so, what are you cooking, Sarah Tink Weston? Oh, thank you for having me on instead of the radio. That's really, really nice. Okay, Louise Loopy Lou, you've followed me from page to page. I haven't ignored you. I've got my new coffee. Tell everybody your star sign so that everybody knows what star sign you are, and I can then share it with the mental health bits that I want to do as well. So I'm going to have my coffee while I wait for Louise Loopy Lou to put her star sign for you all to see. Okay, so I would like Louise's, there she is, thank you. I also want to know what Sarah Tink Weston is cooking as well. Oh, I like the fire in your picture for Sagittarius. I really, really do. So let's have a little shuffle of the cards and see what's going on for you, shall we? The Hermit card shows what you do when you have a problem. What you do, Louise, when you have a problem is you go insular, you go inside and you claim that you're dealing with things, but in actual fact, you don't get any answers by the way that you become a recluse for yourself. And you can still be around people, Louise, but it means that you're not dealing with the issue, you're not working things through. Yet you are somebody who works very well with others. So if I said to Louise, how are you? And she was having a really awful time, she'd be, yeah, how are you? That's how you are. Sometimes I turn around and go, do you know what? I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with that. And that's how you come across people in life that can help you and that can support you as well. There's lots of travel in your cards in order to seek happiness, to bring others into your life in the way that you want to and that you need to as well, Louise, okay? I think you've got to get your mind around the new life that's ahead rather than worrying and stressing yourself about going old ways. That's what you do. You're stuck in like a cyclone at the moment. Your mental way of thinking needs to change. Can I suggest, when I go off this live, I don't know what you're doing tonight, go on Amazon and have a look for some really uplifting books, whether it's people like Katie Piper, whether there's some really great books about lifting yourself and mindset at the moment. But I think we need to get your mindset, maybe a bit of yoga, a bit of meditation for you. I think you need to be kinder to yourself, Louise, because I think you're fighting a battle with yourself when you don't need to be. We do have the time of autumn, which you're in now, which means now is the time to be doing that work for the next 12 weeks. And then you'll be so fighting fit and ready for Christmas, my darling, as well. So you do that work over the next 3 months, and then any one that you want, anything that you want by the end of those 12 weeks can be all yours. You just have to whistle. And as Lauren Bacall said, you know how to whistle, don't you? You just put your lips together and blow. Is that what she said? Yes, it is. So yeah, that's what you need to do. So let's have a little look. What will we be cooking? Dawn Rose is having a chicken curry for dinner. David Torrance says, thank you, my reading was spot on. Bacon squash and sweet potato stew. I'm coming to you. I'll be round. That sounds absolutely lovely. Keep commenting while I have some coffee, because lots of your comments have just gone up and up and up. If you would like to send some stars, that you can. It doesn't matter, but if you want to support, you can. I don't give favoritism, but it would be nice. But more importantly, guys, Help me get to 10,000 followers if you can, please. Let's keep looking then, shall we? Okay, who am I going to go for? Do you have a specific question? Let's go for you, Claire. Should we go for Claire Roy? Don't forget, as it says at the bottom of the page, if you'd like to book a confidential one-to-one reading with me, just go to clairepetulengro.tv. You're welcome, Louise. Now, Claire Roy, you are really good with helping other people with their problems, aren't you? You bring to other people's life stability, structure, and power in their thinking. So really, you're a bit of a counselor, and my job sometimes is a bit of a counselor. Sometimes I'm a priest. I hear people's confessions, shocking ones. I've heard priests confess to me, but you are somebody that keeps other people going. You're burning yourself a little bit into the ground. That's what you do, running round in circles. I think I'm going to nickname Claire the Roadrunner. But the Page of Wands, pages represent education. They also represent learning and courses and group events. Claire, what you do in the industry that you're in is going to be reshaped in the future. So it's almost like as you go forward in your life, everything about it will change, which also means that younger people coming up will know how to do things the new way. So you need to be willing and ask questions about how you can shape what you do to move with the times, with the 21-year-olds out there as well. And I think at the moment for you, it's a time for you to heal as well. You've had a couple of blips of events that have happened to people that you care about, and you haven't taken it in because you had time to take it in. And my feeling for you is that your personal life will be a lot better once you sit down and process things that have made you sad over the last 2 years. I think you're really strong, but when a health issue happens to you, I think you ignore it completely. How's your lower back, Claire Roy? Can you be careful of it? Either it's hurting, or either there's something up where you'll do something to your lower back. If you bend from the knees. I never do, but bend from the knees. I'll try to, and then you'll be better as well. And I think it's time to do a mark for someone that's gone, in the sense of do something for them that then ties something up, like a tribute as well, if that's okay. So let's have a look. Who is going to be next? Let's have a little look. What else are you cooking, guys? I want to know. Let's go to... Hello, Chrissy Riding. I'm a Libra. Can I have advice, please, about my ex, who's a Capricorn? What can you see he wants from me and for us? When you're an air sign and you're with an earth sign, you would have had to change when you're with him to be what he wanted you to be, to categorize you as he wanted his girlfriend to be. And that can be very, very difficult. Claire Roy did have a slip disc in her lower back. Okay. And you will do the tribute. It's for your little boy that you lost 3 weeks ago. You have to. And he'll be there with you, Claire, and he'll always be in your heart, and he'll probably come back again another time in the form of another birth as well. You need to know that. Sorry, Chrissy. Anyway, you being a Libra as well, you, Chrissy, want to do the right thing. So you want to have a relationship, but sometimes, Chrissy, we want to be in a relationship because we like the idea of being in what we say in life is, where we should all be in a relationship. And I think that's to do as well with the era that you've grown up in. I think you ought to have some fun. That's what I think. I think you missed out. Did you miss out, Chrissy, on like your 20s in some way? Why did you miss out on your 20s? Okay. The way that you think of yourself, the way that you see yourself is you pretend, Chrissy, that you are confident. And I'm sure that lots of people comment on you when you get dressed up. Wowzer, when you walk in a room, you can turn heads. But the Queen of Swords shows that you stab knives in yourself. She's undignified. So your mental anguish towards yourself is you want what you want. and you think about your ex because you couldn't have him for a while. And so I think that actually, from where you've come from, I don't think there's any going back. And yes, he does want you for something, and he wants you to put your name to his name for a good reputation for something as well. So it could well be that either people that you both know need to think well of him now, or maybe he wants you to put your name to something for him. Do not invest any money in anybody else, please. But I think that you need to go forward, Chrissy, in almost having your youth again. That's what you need to do as well. Funny, isn't it? Picking up the feet for Chrissy. I'm really on the health issues tonight. I almost feel, I don't know whether you've got some shoes that you like that are slightly hurt your feet sometimes, but they look good with your outfits. But I feel, Chrissy, that almost you need to treat yourself to a new pair of shoes instead of spending your money on anybody else. And you need to start to update your own wardrobe so you're dressing good 100% of the time, rather than just some of the time. That's my feeling for you. And I think a new boyfriend is in order. And if he's got links with a foreign country or heritage from a foreign country, then that's definitely very good as well. Now, Gracie, my friend, I did do the Ascendants in the club tonight, and I'll be back in the club live Monday daytime as well, and then Wednesday night, Thursday night, and next Saturday night. But this Saturday I'm going camping. Gracie is asking about Jack. So Jack Tyler, as many of you or all of you should know, is of course my best friend, Lengro magazine writer, presenter of Beneath the Covers, and she has indeed been in hospital where she was diagnosed with lung cancer. She's fought the battle with cancer twice now. Her second cancer came 5 years ago, to which she recovered from. She was diagnosed Monday before last. She had an operation this Monday, and she is doing very well, as she was in an awful lot of pain. They removed the tubes and she was doing well, but then they found fluid on her lungs. So they're keeping an eye on her in hospital, and she's a very good girl. She should be able to go home tomorrow. But ever the Jack, if you have a look on her page, she is smiling, laughing, and the hospital cannot believe what a smiler and positive, happy lady that she is. I have kept her going with very, very inappropriate jokes from the very handsome surgeon called Jose, who's looking after her. I did tell her to write her phone number on her chest before she went into the operation. However, she didn't take my advice, but it did make her laugh. I know she will fight through this, and I know that she will share her journey. That's also the reason why Lengro Lives are on hold until she's better, because she is, of course, is an essential ingredient to the Lengro Lives. However, what we have done is we have got the Lengro team back from Lengro magazine to do the Facebook Lengro page, who will all be letting you know how their lives are going and uplifting you on our Lengro Facebook page as well. So how about that then, guys? Not gonna lie, my ting has gone on my oven about 5-10 minutes ago, which means my dinner is in danger of being burnt. Our macaroni cheese is in the oven. So I've done about 40 minutes on here. I am at a sort of festival camping thing for Gemma's 40th on Saturday. I will pop on and say hello with Gemma. And as soon as Jack can, I'm sure she'll come live and let you know how she is as well. Have you enjoyed my 40 minutes with you guys tonight? After reading about all of your food, it's made me very, very hungry indeed. Don't forget, of course, you can book lots of different kinds of private readings from me now. You'll also be able to purchase your year ahead horoscopes for all the signs in advance. You can also get a recorded reading sent to you. You can have a palm reading sent to you as well, where I'll analyze photographs of your hands. You can have a tarot card reading emailed or text to you, and you can have up to an hour with me on the phone privately as well. Scrolling below is how you book. In the meantime, all enjoy. Thank you very much, Joanne. And don't forget, you can also message Jack on her page as well. She has been really uplifted by all of your comments. She really has. So loads of love to you. Don't forget to buy Pick Me Up magazine and pick yourself up this Thursday as well. Set your phone to notifications now while I'm live by clicking on the little bell that will then notify you when I'm coming on, and I can turn some more cards. And if you want to get more intimate as well, come join my private members club, which you can do on my website. And if you want to get gemstoned up with me, which is why I feel so looked after all the time, then come on over to Leslie and I's shop, My Bella Bee. I will see you all soon, guys, and thanks for sharing your evening and, of course, your menus with me. Bye for now.